A-level ICT. So I'm Mrs. Giddy, I'm in charge of A-level ICT here at Chepstow School as well. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what ICT at A-level entails. It doesn't matter if you've never studied it at GCSE. We start from the basics and we work our way up. So we have quite a few students that opt to take ICT at A-level that haven't taken it at GCSE, and that's absolutely fine. You won't struggle to do it. The coursework element is relatively straightforward. You have to produce a leaflet and you have to put certain features in there such as bullet points, word art, etc. You then have to create a website for a business in a local area. Local business is one that we usually use, and then you add different features on there that would be useful to a business. You have navigation bars, search bars, checkout trolleys, etc. and you make a working website for that organisation. There is an exam element to this as well. So you'll sit an exam, you take a spreadsheet task into the examination with you, and you answer questions based on that in the exam. The exam topics, they focus more on aspects of ICT in our daily lives. So we look at things like expert systems and how AI can impact using expert systems. We look at control systems, how things like your mobile phones, your washing machines in your house, microwaves work. We look at robotics. There's all different aspects. We look at ICT in the home, looking at how the Internet of Things, so things like the Ring doorbell, the Hive monitoring system for the heating, all of the things that we would use in our everyday lives. So ICT is an all-round qualification that teaches you about the fundamentals of ICT whilst also learning the basics. We hope that you take the subject. If you've got any questions, please contact me, Mrs. Giddy, or Miss Bourne. Thank you. Just to give you a very brief overview of the course, there is two elements to the AS. One is split into a written paper where, as I said previously, you'll take a spreadsheet in and answer questions on it. You will also have a written part of the exam based on ICT in the home, expert systems. You'll have a coursework, which is a multimedia based one. And then at A2, again, it is split into two. So you have coursework, which is a database where you create a booking system for a company, a local company, and then you'll have a written exam as well. Just to put everyone's mind at rest, if you've never done ICT before, just to show you how straightforward the tasks are as part of the coursework. You have to design a leaflet and you have to use features such as bold, underline, word art, auto shape, bullet points. It then gets slightly more complex using things like pagination, page numbers, setting and indents. There is a section which gets a little bit more complex on writing a letter for this organisation, where we create macros and automate the document. And then we create a website where you create your own animation, your own video effects, put your own buttons on there. So the coursework element is very straightforward, so please don't worry if you've never studied ICT before.
So I took A-level ICT despite not doing it as a GCSE, and honestly it exceeded my expectations. So don't think that just because you may not have done it as a GCSE that you'll be at any sort of disadvantage, because you won't. All of the teachers are lovely, and personally I find the course really interesting. Not only that, but it'll just give you a good knowledge for IT in the future, with now most jobs becoming IT based, so it's just a good A-level to have in the bag.
If you're thinking of taking ICT at A-level, I honestly couldn't recommend it anymore. With our day-to-day lives becoming more and more evolved around technology, it's a subject that no matter what career pathway you decide to go down, it will always come in handy. All of the teachers are so lovely, so supportive and so helpful, and I'm sure you won't regret it. I certainly didn't.